If you will please join me in welcoming the Carnegie Mellon Statistics and Data Science class of 2025. I promise they are there.
Otherwise, I'm not giving them degrees. This is the first step, the first test.
Do a redo. I would like everybody to hit pause on your phones, and we're going to go again. We're going to conditionally give everyone their diplomas. Oh my gosh, the live stream, you're probably like, what is happening? Back it on up, 2025, back it on up. Yeah. They're just getting those extra steps in, you know. All right, let's give this one more try. All right, please join me, if you will please rise, if you are able, and join me in welcoming the Carnegie Mellon Statistics and Data Science class of 2025. Please be seated. All right, good morning. My name is Rebecca Nugent. I'm the head of the Department of Statistics and Data Science, and on behalf of its faculty, staff, and students, a very warm welcome to everyone joining us in the beautiful Chosky Theater in the Purnell Center for the Arts for the Statistics and Data Science Commencement Ceremony for the graduate class of 2025. A special welcome and a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to our statistics and data science family and friends who are joining us on live stream today. We're very glad that you're able to be with us, if not in person. So a very warm welcome to you as well. In statistics and data science, we have two separate graduation ceremonies, undergraduate and graduate, which allows us to shine a spotlight on our graduate students and spend more relaxed time together with their families and friends. Today, we will also have the pleasure of officially hooding our PhD recipients. During that part of the ceremony, students will be joined by their advisors on stage to receive both their PhD hood and their diploma. Please bear with us if the hood whacks you in the face. We are doing our level best. Also, as a reminder to our PhD recipients and their families and advisors, please feel free to join Carnegie Mellon in celebrating your doctorates at the PhD reception tomorrow, Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m. in the Tepper Atrium. Before I turn the podium over to the program directors, a few comments about the department and these cohorts. The past few years have been very busy in statistics and data science. We've launched new research centers in the physical sciences and sports analytics, as well as partnered on new college-level institutes in complex social dynamics and AI for societal decision-making. We've reinvested in computing and increased financial support for graduate students and research fellowships. We also recently celebrated the first cohort to complete our new online certificate in the Foundations of Data Science for Working Professionals, and we're about to send our second cohort to study abroad in Costa Rica. So while if you look at the news, you'll see uncertainty and questions about the future of higher education, but here at Carnegie Mellon, and particularly in statistics and data science, it's business as usual, and business is booming. Record numbers of applications for our faculty positions and graduate programs, an increase in postdoctoral scholars and visiting students, new AI initiatives along with new alumni engagement opportunities, historical levels of interest in our undergraduate and high school summer programs, more swag, more free food, and while I do try to avoid social media, I have been told that our engagement analytics are growing fast. We do not have a department TikTok because no one needs to see these faculty dancing. Yes, okay. But as always, a relentless focus on doing work that matters, research and education that impacts and improves people's lives. Our master's in applied data science students have had an intense 2 semesters, packed with statistics and data science methodological classes, data engineering, real-world projects, and professional development. These students work hard and juggle the demands of Carnegie Mellon coursework with the intensity of today's job search process. This MADS class is soon to be leading the way in a world grappling with how to solve problems using data. And even during their short time here, they analyzed the use and optimization of medical devices, improved disaster relief via the evaluation of drone-generated images post-hurricanes, deployed the latest retrieval augmented generation AI tools in the context of national security, and built models for the NFL, NHL, and MLB. So it's been quite a year. Turning to our PhD program, these students are among the most talented across the globe. They work on cutting-edge research, theoretical, methodological, and applied, as well as provide exemplary teaching assistant support for our top-ranked educational programs. Truly, we could not and would not be the department that we are without their creativity, their ideas, their dedication, and their perseverance. So this cohort includes graduates from summer 2024, fall 24, and spring 25. So some of whom are already out in the workforce and have returned for today's ceremony, both in academic and industry positions. And they're tackling complex problems with their special Carnegie Mellon blend of interdisciplinary collaboration and extraordinary technical skill. So developing tools to safely identify landmines and enhance peace-building efforts, model selection procedures with applications in genetics,
trustworthy statistical inference in the physical sciences, understanding the interactivity of brain neurons, improving the estimation of common but deceptive statistical models, incorporating causality into sequential experiments, quantifying uncertainty in high-energy physics, measuring climate change through spatial analysis of the ocean, breakthroughs on valid adaptive testing at any time. And they're doing all of this while winning fellowships and awards, teaching online courses, serving as department computing TAs, head TAs, summer program instructors, and much, much more. This is an exceptional group of PhD students, not just as researchers, but also as department citizens and people. It's been an honor and a privilege to work with them these past years, and on behalf of the department, a very, very sincere thank you for choosing to join us here at Carnegie Mellon Statistics and Data Science. All right, so now let's give out some diplomas. To kick things off, it is my great pleasure to introduce the Director of the Masters in Applied Data Science Program, Jamie McGovern.
Thank you, Rebecca. I'd like to start by welcoming all of the friends and family joining us this morning in the Chosky Theater, as well as those joining via live stream. On behalf of all the staff and faculty who organized this event, I want to thank you. Thank you for supporting these students in their academic journeys, and thank you for continuing that support today. The Master of Science in Applied Data Science program, colloquially referred to as MADS, is a one-year professional graduate degree focused on developing industry-valued skills and preparing students for careers in the field of data science. We spend the academic year building expertise in data analytics, statistical computing, and professional skills, the three foundational pillars of our curriculum. In the Department of Statistics and Data Science, we've designed the program centered on the concept of spiral learning, where topics are revisited throughout the year with incremental depth and layered complexity in order to build mastery in our core topics. These graduates are entering or re-entering the workforce in a time of significant change, challenge, and uncertainty, and some of them will progress into positions of leadership and thus contribute to decisions and innovations that will materially impact the modern human experience. To the graduates, I hope your experience with us the last 9 months helps to equip you with the tools and perspective to navigate this challenge. I wish you the best as you face the future and encourage you to deeply consider the incorporation of your values into your ambitions. I do believe, as I shared about 9 months ago in their orientation, the real measure of their success will be in the richness of their experiences long after they've left this stage. So good luck. All right, it's my honor to announce the Master of Science in Applied Data Science graduates from the class of 2025. As I recognize each graduate, they'll come forward to receive their diploma. We'll pause to applaud and cheer while they enjoy a moment of recognition. Rao Abdul Hanan. Jason Andropoulos. Akila Bachbakova. Aiden Bradshaw. Sini Chen. Malcolm Ehlers. Ananya Harinarain. Nikolo Yachimovich. Wansuk Kang. Karan Karthik. Amy Ka. Nikhil Nick Krishnan. James Lauer. Kunhee Lisa Lee. David Lee. Payan Perry Lynn. Mark Ma. Shreya Pachala. Ruchi Shah. Andrew Shi. Sakshi Singh. Amber So. Alex Way. Ashley Wu. Yahan Yang. So congratulations, the MADS class of 2025. I have one more brief announcement. Our 2025 MADS Award, TA of the Year. Join me in recognizing Mark Ma. Congratulations, Mark. There you go.
Thank you, Jamie, and congratulations once again to the MADS class of 2025. Up next, I am pleased to introduce Ann Lee, the co-director of our PhD program.
So good morning. So my name is Ann Lee, and I'm the co-director of the PhD program in Statistics and Data Science. It's an honor and pleasure to congratulate the PhD and master's graduating cohorts. So we are here to celebrate the achievements of 19 outstanding individuals and the community that surround them. So dear graduating class of 2025, So you made it not only because you have the abilities to do so, but because you have the creativity and passion. And this is the time to finally tell you how proud we are of all of you and how honored we are to witness your transformation. You're one of the biggest assets of our department, and we learned so much from you, students. So on the behalf of the department, I will begin by announcing the recipients of our Master of Statistics diplomas. Our master's degree is a major milepost towards the PhD degree. Our master's graduates have demonstrated excellence in our coursework and have often begun new exciting research. And please join me in congratulating our 8 recipients of the Masters of Statistics diplomas. Princess Alote, T.G. Liu, Eric Benson, T.G. Liu, Elsa Palombo, Antonio Carlos Ribeiro, Ergen Shang, Su Hian Yi, and Hong Qian Wang. Congratulations. Next, we have our PhD in statistics. And this is maybe my favorite graduate class. It includes the 2019 cohort who arrived right before the pandemic, and the 2020 cohort who started our program in the middle of all of it. And we didn't know if they would end up with an online PhD degree. But these students have really blossomed, and here they are today. So our 11 recipients of the PhD in statistics diplomas are Matteo Dulce Rubio, Nicholas Cusel, Luca Masurano, Motolani Olalenri, Akshay Prasadan, Cal Schindel, Mike Stanley, Lorenzo Tomaselli, Julia Walcherson, Ian Wadby-Smith, and Wei Chun Wu. And with us today, we have Matteo Dulce Rubio. And Matteo has earned a joint PhD degree in statistics and public policy. He will be joining NYU's Center for Data Science as an assistant professor and faculty fellow. And his dissertation title is Robust Non-Parametric Methods for Peace Building, advised by Professor Kennedy. And Matteo, congrats. And our next PhD recipient is Nicholas Cusel. And Nick is currently working as a specialty faculty member in our Department of Statistics and Data Science. And his dissertation title is Topics in Uncertain Quantification for Model Selection, advised by Professor Jing Lei. And Nick, congrats and best of luck. And our next PhD graduate is Luca Masurano. And Luca has earned a joint PhD degree in statistics and machine learning, and he will now be moving to the San Francisco Bay Area to work as a research scientist at Beta. And his thesis title is Trustworthy Scientific Inference with Machine Learning, advised by Professor Lee. So. And our next PhD graduate is Tulani Olarindi. So Tulani has earned a joint PhD degree in statistics and machine learning. He currently works as a research scientist with Raft AI, and his dissertation title is Identifying Fast Timescale Interaction in Biological Networks of Spiky Neuron Populations, advised by Professor Cass. And congrats. And our next PhD graduate is Akshay Prasadan. Akshay will be starting a postdoctoral fellowship at Simon Fraser University in Vancouver this fall, and his dissertation title is Robustness and Optimality in the Gaussian Sequence Model, advised by Professor Mako. So congrats. Our next PhD recipient is Kyle Schindel. And Cal will be starting a tenure-track faculty in the Department of Statistics at Iowa State. And his dissertation title is Re-randomization, Optimality under Quadratic Forms, Sequential Designs, and Extension to General Constraints, advised by Professor Branson. So, Cal, congrats. So our next PhD recipient is Michael Stanley. And Mike is a postdoctoral fellow at NASA Langley Research Center. His dissertation title is Uncertainty Quantification for Ill-Posed Inverse Problems in the Physical Sciences, Confidence Intervals via Optimization and Sampling, advised by Professor Kusela. So congrats, Mike. Our next PhD graduate is Julia Walcherson. And Julia, she spent half a year as an overseas research fellow in Australia and Saudi Arabia. Her thesis topic is neural inference for complex spatial processes motivated by challenges in climate science, advised by Professor Kusela. So Julia, congratulations. Our next PhD recipient is Ian Wardby-Smith. So Ian is currently a Miller postdoctoral fellow at the University of California, Berkeley. And his dissertation is entitled Advances in Anytime Valid Sequential Inference, advised by Professor Aditya Ramdas. And congratulations again to the 2025 PhD graduates in statistics. And finally, as it's tradition during the ceremony, I would like to announce the winners of our department awards for excellence, leadership, and service. And I'd like to start with the 2025 Umesh K. Gavaskar Memorial Thesis Award. So Umesh K. Gavaskar earned his PhD from Carnegie Mellon in 1984 under Professor J. Cadane. And the title of his thesis was A Study of Elicitation Procedures by Modeling the Errors in Responses. He took a job at the University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point, but had a tragic accident a few years later. And the Memorial Fund and award was instituted by his uncle, V.P. Godambu, in memory of Umesh K. Gavaskar. And it continues to be funded by generous contributions of CMU alumni. And this year's Best Thesis Award is presented to Ian Woodby Smith. And here are some congratulatory words from Ian's thesis advisor, Professor Aditya Ramdas.
All right, hi everyone. So, this is a surprise to Ian because he had no idea this was coming. This is a good reason for all graduating PhD students to attend the graduation ceremony because you never know, you might get the thesis award. So I was told that I could speak for a few minutes about Ian, and of course there is no greater pleasure for an advisor to embarrass their PhD student in front of a large audience, so I could not deny this opportunity. So since there's also many students here who have not graduated, I think this is an opportunity to tell you all, not just his thesis title or something of that kind, but why Ian was, not just wrote the best thesis, but why he was like the perfect PhD student. Okay, now I'm actually going to get serious. Okay, so the first is nothing can actually replace sincere hard work. I mean, you can come in with different levels of mathematical talent and so on, but just sincere hard work, putting your head down and getting your work done every day really gets you a long way, and somehow Ian had an amazing work ethic. He would learn new material as was needed to solve his research problem. I have an amazing example. In his first year when we just started working together, he came to me with a problem, and it was about asymptotics in sequential inference. And the truth was I had no idea how to solve that problem. It seemed a bit too hard. And everything we were doing was non-asymptotic, but we didn't know how to merge asymptotics and sequential inference. That didn't stop Ian. 4 years later, like in the 5th year of his PhD, he published an Annals of Statistics paper, and this was entirely driven by his interest in solving that problem. I didn't know how to solve it. I mean, I was happy to brainstorm and give advice and all of these things, but he thought that was an important problem. He learned the tools to solve that problem, and in the end got an annals paper for it. I think that's remarkable and already shows something special in a PhD student. The second is it's not just about the math, right? I mean, I think a lot of people think that, it's like proofs and math and so on. Ian did excellent applied work as well. So his ADA project on post-election auditing won the Best Paper Award at an election, at a voting conference called eVote ID. It's the world's premier conference on electronic voting and related problems. Ian also showed a genuine interest in communication. When we do research, it's not about just writing papers. We have to communicate to the public. We have to write well, we have to speak well, we have to share our code. All of these forms are communicating with the broader public, and Ian actually took interest in all of those things. So as an example, Ian had a JRSSB. JRSSB is the Journal of the Royal Statistical Society. It's one of the oldest and most prestigious journals. He had a discussion paper at JRSSB, and so writing an annals paper is very different from writing a discussion paper. Discussion paper is read by a huge audience, and it had dozens of discussants, and Ian had to also have a rejoinder to all of those discussions as well. And those are very different skills, but he genuinely took interest in developing those skills, even if he didn't have them, but to develop them and work on them, and that really did make him special. The fourth thing I want to say is that he opened his own doors. Of course, as advisors, we open some doors to our students, maybe internships, maybe things of that kind, talks at conferences. But he engaged with researchers online, either on social media or through email, all by himself. I would just find out later he's visiting somewhere to give a talk, he's giving an online talk in someone's reading group. And that's just fantastic. That's exactly what you want, right? You don't want the advisor to be the bottleneck on everything. You want to be opening your own doors. So it's for all of these reasons that I think that Ian was really the perfect PhD student. I mean, in the end, the world is a competitive place. It is not ruthless, but it is competitive. The more you take initiative to improve yourself, to open your own doors, to improve your own chances, the more you will make it in life. And I think Ian did all of those things perfectly during his PhD, and I can already see that he's going to be an amazing future academic, and all of these things have already handed Ian a fantastic reputation in the broader academic circles. So I'm thrilled that he got the PhD thesis award. It was almost unanimous amongst the faculty, and I must say that the only drawback that Ian has is that he's slightly stressed out in life. So I think if he could just relax a little bit, look at how far you've come, I think it'll be okay. And it's really a pleasure for me to give this award to him. Actually, 10 years ago, I received this award. So the only hope I can have of Ian is that it does not take him 10 years to give an award to his PhD student. I'm sure it's coming, but I hope you can do it sooner than I did. So congratulations, and you totally deserve it.
So finally, congratulations, Ian. And oh, you didn't see that. So finally, we have the ASC 2025 Student of the Year Award for Excellence in Research, Teaching, and Service. And this year's award is presented to Matteo Dulce Rubio. And Matteo is the exemplar of an all-around PhD student. He is a very unique joint statistics and public policy student who has managed to excel in all three areas of theory, methods, and application. And his thesis develops robust statistical methods for post-conflict scenarios and peace-building efforts where missing and low-quality data are prevalent and decision-making is especially high stakes. So not only is Matteo's research impressively broad and deep, but he also excelled in teaching and department service and in conferences and engaging with the statistics community more broadly. For example, he won our department's Outstanding Teaching Assistant Award. He won the K&L Gates Presidential Fellowship in Ethics and Computational Technologies, and he was an Informs Doing Good with Good Operations Research finalist. And to cite his advisor, Professor Kennedy, directly, quote, "I can't think of another student I've advised who has been so deeply engaged in substantive applied work while also doing exceptional work in theory and methods, and not to mention has been such a good citizen of the department throughout." So congratulations, Matteo. So, it's stuck. Next slide, in the back.
Is the clicker not working?
Okay, congratulations again to our PhD and master's recipients, as well as to all of our terrific graduate students. So finally, some concluding remarks from our department head, Professor Rebecca Nugent.
All right, thank you so much, Anne. And once again, congratulations to all of our Masters in Statistics and PhD recipients. So at this time, I would like to acknowledge all the family and friends who are here or online, and faculty who have supported our graduates every step of the way. Class of 2025, could you please rise and join me in thanking them for their steadfast support and guidance? Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, please stay standing. In closing, on behalf of the Department of Statistics and Data Science, we could not be prouder of today's degree recipients, both for the work they've done and for the work they're setting off to do. Thank you so much for joining us today, both in person and on Zoom. We send our best wishes to the entire extended Statistics and Data Science family and hope they were able to stay in touch. So please join me in one more round of applause for our graduates, and then join us in a reception in the Purnell Center lobby. Congratulations. All right, so the stage is now open for pictures and whatnot for a little while until they shoo us out to start prepping for the afternoon ceremony. So do please join us outside for the reception for food and, mingling and hanging out with friends and family. But you're also very welcome to come and take pictures on the stage, et cetera, and celebrate. So congratulations again. Thank you so much. What you want to do.